You've been lied to. They told that if you try harder, everything will work out. Study harder, work longer, hustle non-stop. But here you are, burnt out, anxious, and still not where you want to be. Isn't that strange? You give it all, and yet life feels like quicksand. What if the problem isn't that you are not trying hard enough, but that you are trying too hard? This video isn't about giving up, it's about waking up. Because the real winner of life, they move differently. I don't know if it was me or you guys have felt it too. The harder you chase something, further it drifts away. Chapter 1, The Effort Paradox. Try less and get more. Here's the first brutal truth: trying too hard is fear in disguise. When you force things, when you're desperate to succeed, you're really saying, I'm not good enough. I am not enough as I am. Think about it. Have you ever tried so hard to impress someone that it got awkward? Or you have chased your dream so hard and it is always going and getting away from you? But when you are chill, effortless, natural, people were drawn to you. When you did not try too harder, that's where the opportunity kicks in. That's effort paradox. Success is like a cat. Chase it and it will run away. Sit still and it climbs into your laps. Trying hard creates resistance. Trying smart creates result. Let me tell you my story what happened to me. While I was playing soccer, I wanted to get that professional contract and play for my national country so bad that I was giving and putting so much of hours, so much of hard work. I thought that hard work equals success, but it's not the case. I was putting 8 hours every single day for 3 4 years down the line, and I was not getting the result. I was not signing professional contract. But the moment I stopped chasing, the moment I said, fuck it, I'm not trying to go pro now. I will not go and chase things. I will not chase the professional contract. I'll stop focusing more on football. That's where I started getting opportunities. I started getting agents calling me to play for the teams. I got good coaches that wanted to play for their teams. That's where I signed my first professional contract. Chapter 2, The Cool Kid Effect. The power of detachment. Ever noticed how the most popular person in the room doesn't beg for your attention? Just think about when you were in school, the popular kid who was always in people's attention. They're not chasing, they're choosing. It's not arrogance, it's alignment. You don't win life by sprinting after validations. You win by becoming someone who doesn't need it. That's what makes you magnetic. People feel your calmness, your self trust, and they want in. Detach from the outcome, and suddenly you start winning the game of life. Few days ago, I started reading the book Bhagavad Gita. That's where my whole perspective towards life changed. In the war, Arjun asked Krishna, and he was very confused in his life what to do. If he kills his brother, if he kills his relatives, if he kills his family member, wouldn't be bad for him. That's where Krishna told him, focus on your duty and not the results. That's what changed my whole mindset about life. It's not about chasing the result, it's the process that you do every single day. That's what separates people who are always trying harder to get the result and the person who is trying to get better 0.1% every single day. That's where the real magic happens, when you're trying every single day to become the best version of yourself, and every week is better than the last week in any sort of way. That's what I took from Bhagavad Gita and I'm implementing in my life. Chapter 3, Muscle versus Flow. Force versus form. Trying hard is like clenching your fist to catch water. The tighter you squeeze, the less you hold. You don't need more muscles, you need more flow in life. A martial artist doesn't win by trying hard, they win by feeling the rhythm, letting go at the right time. Life is no different. Force break things, form build things. So recently I have started doing MMA, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and it taught me a thing where you use the momentum of your opponent and fight it against them. This is very important in life too. So instead of resisting things, instead of forcing things, you need to let go and flow with life. Flowing with life is where the magic happens and you detach yourself from the result. You just love the process. Chapter 4, Archery Truth. Aim, then forget. An archer pulls that string, takes the aim, and then let go. If they hold the arrow forever, it goes nowhere. It's the same with your goals too. Overthinking, over planning, obsessing. That's just holding the arrow too long. Do the work, take aim, then let it fly. Trust the process because trying to control every variable is just anxiety in disguise. So, in life, you need to understand your goal. You need to have the clarity of what you want in your life. Sit down. Nobody is out there who is sitting down with themselves, finding things and making decisions what they want in life. What success would look like to you, who you want to distance yourself from to get to that success result. Because there is a natural law which is cause and effect. In order to succeed or in order to get something, you need to sacrifice something in return. Have you ever sit down with yourself and started thinking, okay, this is what I don't want, this is what I want, how do I get there, what's my first step? That's how you do things step by step, not aimlessly running or forcing things to happen. Everybody wants to become rich, everybody wants to become famous, everybody wants that relationship. But what are you trying to do every single day to get there? That's where the real power lies, the compounding interest. Number 5, this is chapter 5, the love glitch. Why desperation repels? Let's be real. Desperation kills attraction. In relationship, in careers, in friendship. When you want something too badly, it pushes people away. Why? Because energy doesn't lie. Energy doesn't care about are you a good person or you are a bad person. It only cares about the flows. It only cares about your frequency levels. When you chase love like oxygen, you're telling the world I don't have enough. And that scarcity repels everything. You have the scarcity mindset. But when you are whole, grounded, and still, you become the person other chases. The trick isn't to try harder to be loved, it's love yourself so fully that everything else became a bonus. You need to love yourself and trust yourself completely so much that everything will come to you. Chapter 6, the hard identity. When hustle becomes a prison, you have told that hard work is badge of honor. But what if it's actually a cage? If your identity is tied to grind, you will never feel safe resting. You will sabotage peace. You will feel guilty when things come easy. Because deep down, you believe, if I'm not struggling, I'm not worthy. That's a lie. Ease doesn't mean laziness. Sometimes the most powerful move is to stop paddling and let the current carry you. Chapter 7, the backward law. The more you need, the less you get. Mark Manson said it best. The desire for positive experience is itself a negative experience. The more you need to be confident, the more insecure you feel. The more you need to be rich, the poorer you feel inside. Because needing creates lack, it creates inattention, intention blocks flow. Instead, what if you could say, I already have what I want, I need? That's gratitude. When you put gratitude outside the world, that's where the universe starts giving things what you want. That shift you from grasping to giving, from force to freedom, and that's when life starts unfolding in your favor. Chapter 8, the playground rule. The joy of not caring and not giving fuck about the world. Watch kids on a playground. They're not trying to impress anyone. They're not calculating every move. They are just being who they are as a child, enjoying and flowing in life. And in the state of pure passion, they are more alive than most adults ever feel. Now compare that to you, scrolling, chasing metrics, obsession over your image, chasing people, chasing success. You traded joy for strategy. But real impact doesn't come from being impressive. It comes from enjoying the game so much that people feel the fun in you. They see your whole journey as a playground. So stop being impressive, start being expressive. That's why the people who are in the state of flow, the dancers, the artists, Those people are blend completely into what they do. The sports person, they love their work so much that they don't care about getting paid, they don't care about anything, they only work to just have that enjoyment. They are in the purest state of flow. Flow is where time blends and you are present completely in the work. Chapter 9, The Unseen Grind. Let the roots grow. Trying hard often looks loud, but growth is always quiet. A seed doesn't scream when it breaks through the soil. Your greatest progress might be invisible right now, like root growing underground. You may feel like nothing's working, but you are building depth, character, foundation. Let others chase shiny results. You build quietly, deeply, relentlessly. That's how trees grow tall, not from trying harder, but from trusting the seasons. This is a law of universe which says that everything happens in seasons. So everything that you do in life has seasons. Everything has patterns. Winter, summer, spring, autumn. Similarly, in life, there are times when you learn, when you fail, when you try to adapt, and suddenly it grows so fast. That's where people see the success, but they don't see the grind. The 80% was all about the grind. The 20% is the result what people see. So the focus on the 80% and not the 20%. Focus on the 80% and enjoy the 80% so much that 20% is just a byproduct of the 80% that you do. That's where the season comes in, and you need to understand there are seasons of learning, and there are seasons of failing, and there are seasons of growing. Chapter 10, The Art of Non Striving, Discipline Without Desperation. Let's make this clear. Not trying hard doesn't mean not doing the work. It means doing the work without being needy for the result. It means showing up with discipline but without desperation. It means fully invested at your work but not emotionally hijacked with it. This is non striving, still focused, still powerful, like water cutting through rocks, not because it tries harder, but because it flows consistently. You don't need to explode, you need you just need to flow with life, flow with what you do. And the final synthesis, the power of inner ease. So, what does all this mean? Stop gripping life like a rope. You will burn out. Start treating it like as a dance and get to enjoy. Understand the flows of life and don't try harder. Trying too hard is ego. It says, if I just push more, then I will finally be okay. But ease is power. Ease says, I already am okay. And from that place, you create things, you build things. This isn't laziness, it's mastery. The most dangerous person in a room is the one who moves without fear, the one who works without panic, the one who wants nothing but create everything and build for everyone. So stop trying so hard, build, flow, and trust the process. Because life isn't won by one who tries hardest, it's won by the one who tries just enough and let life do the rest and enjoy the journey. Thank you.
If you stayed along, do like, subscribe, and put your notifications on.